With tens of thousands of kids here in North Texas and all around the country learning online, some parents are dealing with anxious kids, maybe their own anxiety. Good morning to Dr. Peggy-Semingson from the UT Arlington College of Education. Why would kids be anxious about something they do all the time, which is stare at a computer screen?
Well, a couple of reasons. Yeah, their whole class is looking at them. They're on, so to speak. And so just knowing how to behave and if anything's being recorded, just questions kids may have during the live session kind of can make kids a little nervous, maybe make parents a little nervous.
So you're suggesting that a parent or guardian maybe do a little role playing to calm their nerves a little bit. Tell me how that would work.
Yeah, so you can just say, here's how it's going to go. If you have questions during the session, how do you do that? Do you raise your hand? Do you raise a virtual hand? Just kind of walking the kid through the schedule, through the process, logging in, how do they sit, that kind of thing. And then they get used to it over time. Okay,
and some of the kids may be a little bit anxious about, like, do I look like a geek? What if somebody makes fun of me? That kind of, which is, it happens in the classroom all the time, but less supervision going on virtually. In education, it's kind of about making a connection, certainly about making a connection between teacher and student. Can that be done by a teacher online?
For sure, yeah. So teachers can set up sessions so kids can interact. They can interact in the chat window, so that takes the heat off people, the visual. And so just, and telling students they can type in the chat if that's an option really takes the heat off the visual pressure of being online.
Okay, so you suggested some questions that parents may want to clear up. First, does the camera have to be on all the time? Could I use an image instead of live video? What are the rules for recording or taking pictures during online classes? Is there a dress code? And parents can also ask about how recorded information is actually going to be stored. Basically, you've got a camera and a microphone in your house now.
Yes. Yeah, so people don't think about things like, where is this video stored? Who has access to it? And even just reading the terms of use, people don't read those. So parents can take a few minutes and read through and ask questions to the teacher and the district. Sometimes this information is posted on the website for the district on their technology page.
Yeah, probably moms more than anyone else will be worried about, but the house is a mess and I don't want the entire world to see that. You've actually suggested, I think you are using, unless you're in like a library right now, you are using a virtual background, right?
I am. I'm a big fan of virtual backgrounds. You can get them on websites, you can use a beach. I think virtual backgrounds are fabulous for this day and age. I can pretend I'm in a library, I'm in my living room, it's a mess.
Right, and you don't care because you got a virtual background.
Yeah,
and also headphones, earbuds, something to kind of cut down on the distraction so that child is tuned into what's going into their eyes and what's going into their ears and not everything else that may be going on around them in the house.
Oh yeah, they're fabulous. A lot of people have more than one child in the household. And so just having kids, in their home office spaces doing virtual school, these are a must.
Yeah, and one of the good things is that everybody's learning at home. All the kids may have different class times and when they have to be logging into a class, but that's kind of their responsibility. Mom or dad or whoever can't be hanging over their shoulders every minute of the day to make sure everybody is being responsible. That's now up to the kids.
Oh yeah, and school and learning is all about routines. And so now the kids are going to be forming their own routines. Yeah, so get your tools, get your space, maybe even have a checklist for the child, how to get ready for a session.
Right, absolutely. A couple of resources recommended by Dr. Semingson for online learning. You can find those on fox4news.com. We appreciate it and love the background. Love the background.
Oh, thank you. I love it too.